Fellas, if you're sitting there beside your wife or your girlfriend, do not stare because you might get in trouble. I hope y'all have had your dinner and your beer and stuff, or whatever your favorite beverage is, so you can sit back, relax, and watch the Sweetman's Corner. We're on every Monday at 8 p.m., Tuesdays at midnight. So those of you who work late, you can still see me. There is no excuse. You can't be watching the Sweetman's Corner. We are 80,000 viewers strong every week. And like I said earlier, we're going to be going live October 1st. It's on Wednesday from 8:30 to 9:30. And guess what? I want to make sure that beautiful woman you see her come up next be sitting beside me. I'm going to put her between me and Magic. However, she's going to make him look good. Anybody who sits beside me looks good because I look good. Brother Felton, you look good today.
Thank you, sir.
Be with my first guest is Brother Felton. He's with the
Brothers for Life.
Brothers for Life. He has something that he wants to get across. As you know, the Sweetman's Corner, I give each and everybody a chance to have exposure with clothes on. Some people have called me, Brother Felton, and asked me why do I want to be involved in indecent exposure. So that's why I must clarify that. Give people exposure with clothes on.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I go over some people's head.
They don't understand that.
Correct. Well, tell me something. Who are you?
I'm Brother Felton D. I'm the spokesman for Brothers for Life. It's an organization founded in 1993, and it was basically to bring the youth up in the community because of lack of male role models in our future. From our past, from the 70s and the 80s, a lot of the role models that was there were only there for political reasons.
Mm-hmm. Tell me something. What is your role in this organization?
Well, I'm the spokesman, and I'm also the president of it, but I don't go by that. My role is to get out and mingle with the community and get to know the community better.
Okay. Who is Brothers for Life?
Well, it's a group. It's based on young males. It's based on young males in the community that had troubled backgrounds, being in jail, we trying to get all that, get their mind set on making a future. And most of the times, a lot of those youths have kids.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have a kid, you have to make a future for them. But when you get caught up in the system, which everyone does at one point in time, it gets hard to make a future because with society today, they have it so that once you get a felony, you won't be able to make it in society. And that's what a lot of our urban society have a problem with.
Okay. Back in the past, I still have dealings with a gentleman named Muhammad. He has a thing called Brothers, Boys to Men. Not the singing group, but it's a group that he deals with youngsters right after they have gone to prison and come back. He have an outlet for them to whereas they can make the smooth transition back into society. He has a musical outlet. He teaches them how to do music of all sorts, and he have all kind of programs. Whereas if it's a certain kind of market they want to get up into, he directs them to that market. What is the goal of Brothers for Life?
Well, short-term goal is to get a lot of people focused on making a future, for one, and try to get them away from the streets and get them something better to do. And our long-term is to build a community center in every urban, whether it's black, Asian, or Hispanic. We want to get a community center built big enough, whereas from kids on up, you learn different things that our society doesn't give the urban areas.
Okay. Tell me, now you have Shape Community Center, you have the PABA, you have the Salvation Army. What's going to make Brothers for Life different?
Well, it's about how they go about it. I'm not going to approach brothers as other community centers do. I'm going to go at them as a friend. And once you get them and understand they come at you, I'm not going to go and say, I want you to be a part of Brothers for Life, or I want you to come to our community center. It's about when I get to talk to them and they start telling me about what they want, that's when I feed off of that. I'm not out there to save anyone. I'm just out there to let them know they need to make it better, because I have kids to grow up in this future, and a lot of them do too.
Okay. Now, A lot of youth organizations had got into it for money and for the try to fatten their own pockets, because now in recent years that has become the focus. What what can you say to our viewers that will help them take you seriously?
Well, to me, I'm not out for the money. I'm labeled under nonprofit, and I'm going to be nonprofit. I work for my money. This is straight for the future of our youth. Because if we don't make a future for them, there won't be no future for us. And that's our main goal. You know, you just can't go out there and think for the money for your purposes. You know, you need to make these societies strong enough. Because if you control the streets, you control the city. And that's what I strongly believe. And the streets is where we're lost at. And the dope is what's controlling our streets.
I'm going to have a guest on next week's show. She has some comments about that. What inspires you to become involved and start this program?
Well, God, basically. All my life, my mom never taught me any bad morals and the bad virtues about how society is. She never taught me prejudice. She taught me to love. So when I grew up with this love inside me, I grew to give it away. You know, I love people because I love myself. And if you don't love yourself, you can't love anyone. So that's what motivates me, by loving myself more.
Yeah. Well, okay. This has been very informative. Before we go, what closing remark that do you really want to stress to the community?
Well, I want them to be aware I'm on my way out there. I'm going to have flyers coming, and the flyers are not going to be passed out. They're going to be copy flyers. So if you get one of my flyers with my name on it, which is going to say Brother Phil, I would like for you to make a copy and pass it on like the paper says. It should be out in September. And each time you get the paper, it's not going to be something you could just throw away.
Well, viewers, you heard it right here on the Sweetman's Corner. I hope you take this young man serious. You will see a phone number on the screen that you can call and find out more about Brothers for Life. And if you want to be involved with Brothers for Life, give us a call with the number you see on the screen. Or you can call me, because I will be staying in close contact with him. As a matter of fact, I'm going to invite him back when we go live. That will give you a chance you as a community, to ask him questions. And he will be prepared to answer any questions you have. And this show is going to be, the live show is going to be designed to pass on information. All of our guests will be informative type people, whereas Houston, I have become one of the #1 black talk shows on the Access Channel, and we're soon going on to a major station. We'll be on Channel 49 in January. And we'll be on in 5 major markets, because we're going to start out here in Houston. We're going to Dallas, Florida, Oklahoma, and then we're going to the Big Apple. Yep, Houston's own Sweetman is going to be in New York, the Big Apple. So get ready for that, and we'll be right back with our next guest.